Yeah, despite the fact that we're going to have an 80-degree day here coming up before too long. We don't have that today, but we do have some rain in the forecast here as we go towards, especially tonight. That's when we'll have some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Might even be one or two stronger ones. Probably a brief, maybe a hailstone or two would be possible. Some parts of the state could see an inch plus of rainfall as well. That's a big change from our recent weather. Then we'll go back to being drier and more fall-like cooler air as we head towards the upcoming weekend, actually as soon as tomorrow. Right now there's no moisture besides just a few clouds across north central Iowa. More thicker widespread cloud cover is across parts of the Dakotas and Minnesota. There's a boundary up that direction. The big thing that'll do is bring in the cool down that comes tomorrow. In the meantime, high pressure is just to our east. That's why a lot of us are kind of in brisk territory temperature wise here early today. Now we mentioned a couple of hailstones are possible. That's why there is a level 1 risk of severe weather, the lowest level, but where you see this green area covers most of Iowa. We could have a couple of these storms tonight that get a little bit more organized. Will be some more energy, be able to produce maybe a hailstone or two, maybe a brief stronger wind gust. But for the most part, it's just going to be rain, some lightning, and some thunder. So we're dry through the afternoon. Notice our clouds, though, are steadily increasing. That's moisture coming up from the south. Eventually, that results in a few showers and storms blossoming as soon as, let's say, 5 o'clock or so, but more likely towards 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Those storms will become more numerous across parts of central Iowa. Central and southern Iowa especially. That front will be approaching from the northwest, might produce its own scattered showers. And then as we go through the first half of tonight, especially through midnight, those storms will move across in eastern parts of the state in particular. And then by the time we get past midnight, it's more isolated activity, mainly southeast Iowa at that point. The western part of Iowa will be already drying out and clearing out then by the time we head towards daybreak tomorrow morning. So rainfall, it's going to be a little bit spotty, especially across western and northern Iowa. The heaviest zone, I think, is going to set up somewhere, I think, between, let's say, about Highway 30 and Highway 34. There's going to be sort of a band of maybe a couple of counties wide where you see those bluish colors. We could see upwards of an inch or more. Lesser amounts outside of that zone. Exactly where it sets up is kind of a question mark right now, but it's going to be somewhere in this general vicinity where some folks are going to see some good downpours here as we head through later on tonight. And then everybody dries back out, cools down in the wake of that boundary that passes through tonight. We drop to 60 or so, but well, it's low 60s tomorrow, around 60 on Saturday. That's pretty typical for this time of year, actually. And then we start to warm up again as we head towards Sunday. We're in the upper 60s, breeze picking up, and then the winds really pick up next work week. Look at that. We drive right back up through the upper 70s up to about 80. Keep in mind, we're headed towards the very end of the month by next week. 80-degree days are, not something you have too often then. We will finally get another shot at rain too sometime middle of next week.